If Diddy were to see this episode, his nipples would be hard.
We interrupt our usual programming to introduce you to Nerdgasm.
But you know what? I feel like we're all okay as long as the white people don't pay. If the white people don't pay e-tolls, we're fine.
And then You Are My Friend started playing in the background.
You are my friend.
Whoa, we're making love to the bread and farting on it? Guys, no.
For a group of people that don't like One Piece, we have a very One Piece-esque story.
Oh my god. Wait, does that mean I'm lucky?
Yeah, you definitely.
It's the first one he meets.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Nerdgasm podcast with the awesome foursome.
What's up?
I think it's the first time we've Nerdgasmed in a while now. We've been geek spotting for the last 2-3 weeks now. So welcome back.
We might have another one coming up, eh? So there's somebody that hit me up.
Another two.
Oh, okay.
Another one. Oh,
please get gender.
Because we appreciate you.
Yo, God.
Please get who?
Gender Wayne.
Okay, I'll send her a message. Anyway.
I must be there to moderate your hormones. Whenever there are females involved, you all act like dogs.
I've been at this for a while. I can be professional.
The option is, do you choose to be?
Every time. I mean,
we can handle ourselves just fine. We can handle ourselves just fine.
Yeah,
but I think by now there would have been a Me Too for Buck.
It remind me of this line. Remind me of that line when I end up being interviewed. When I end up interviewing Henry Cavill or someone like that, or Sia Khaleesi.
Yeah.
Or
Sia Khaleesi is on your list.
Why wouldn't he?
I get it.
How long is your list?
How long is your list? Think about your list, bro.
Yeah.
And you.
No. Y'all don't. Guys, now my list is up to like 300, I'm sure. But I didn't know that
that's an army.
Wait, what?
That's what Aragorn took to go fight Gondor.
But the thing is, Tebello only talks about like 2 to 3 people. I didn't know that there was even a black person.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Also, Winston Duke is not black.
Oh, yeah, him.
What?
Mefa. Okay, anyway, let's get started. Introduce us, Chief.
Anyway, introducing the awesome foursome, we've got Mr. Extrodin over here, who has his wonderful channel.
What up?
Links below. Or we'll put it up. What we need to do is make a small clip of each channel, like an ad. We should do that, like a small ad of each channel. We'll just clip it in. Ad reel for channel, Mr. Extrodin. And then, like the bottom of the beautiful. BuckMeister from
editing Tebello might kill you. Editing Tebello might just hire assassins.
I think one of us really needs to build a Jarvis, and we'll just say, "Yo, Jarvis, just show the channels."
And then Zuko with his obligatory glass of wine. Okay. Mr. Extrodin has African Frame, Africa is Next, and a whole lot of WhatsApp channels, a whole lot of YouTube channels, and yeah, just follow him on his socials. You will get up to date with everything, especially his TikTok and his Insta. There, links below. Next, we've got Mr. BuckMeister here, who's got Meister Geek,
BuckMeister Reacts,
and
Mr. Geek
Media.
Meister Geek Media.
Master Geek Media. Sorry, my teleprompter is also having.
It's Manuel. We know.
Okay, and
no, me and Manuel have been having beef on the side, guys. I've been thinking about we need to replace him.
Team. So Master Geek Media. He's also pretty prolific on Twitter and on TikTok. Yeah. So, yeah. To be true until the day I die. It's like, you know, when y'all were complaining them. Okay, I'm gonna look at
Van der
it.
Waal.
It's gonna be Van der Waal until the day I say amen. I don't care about Nana Sita or Lilian God. Okay, I do. Historically, I do. I know these people from the historical books, but I grew up knowing Van der Waal, Pretorius, Andries
Schoeman.
Straat, Schoeman.
Can't you hear the apartheid in your voice as you
I
say
know,
those
as I
names?
say that. And then also,
I feel like I just tasted a bit of that apartheid in my mouth. Like,
the only street I'm glad they
It's like
changed.
if you listen closely, you can just hear the K word all of a sudden.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say it.
Hey,
But-
stop.
Like I said, the only street
Say it out.
the only street I'm glad they changed is Nelson Mandela Street. I was like, yes, they're not gonna change because Hendrik Verwoerd for what? For
Yeah.
yeah, it's like naming a street Satan. Let's drive down to 24th and Satan Street.
they should have just called
Speaking
it.
of colonizers, speaking of colonizers, please recast the T'Challa campaign.
Yo,
There's going to be a
everyone
white
is
man
going
in
crazy.
that costume.
Oh my god. The Twitter sphere has gone crazy, like, oh wow, the Black Panthers right now.
We warned you. It's your fault. If you were anti-recast
I know.
T'Challa, look yourself in the mirror and call yourself a clown. It's your fault.
I know
Idiot.
Cyclops has gotten a lot of, bad rap over the years, but this pales in comparison.
Like
No.
you.
How many times?
The assassination of T'Challa's character.
How many times did I have to tell you over the years, like, Disney hates black folks? I've been telling you. You've been listening to me.
No,
One day.
but
No.
my problem is, man.
No,
my problem is all the
listen-
people.
Listen,
Okay, go ahead.
I saw the writing on the wall the moment they nerfed my boy in the new Star Wars movie because he was supposed to be a Jedi. And then they decided, nah, he's too melanated for him to have the Force. And when I saw that guy, it's the downhill from there. Any single black eye, he's
Oh,
gonna
that
No,
get
but the
Patent
problem is
skills.
that black people did this. This is my problem, is that black people did this. We were complaining about how there's no representation. T'Challa came, made $1 billion. Unfortunately, Chadwick passed. And then everybody was like, never again. And it was like, what are you doing?
No. Everything falls. I can understand where you're coming from with that mindset, and I do agree with it. We do share some of the blame, but believe you me, the marketing campaign for them to push this new characterization nonsense had Disney's signature all over it. It stinks of Disney's colonialism. It
Yeah, but
smells
I'm
of
just
it.
saying, we let it happen.
Yeah,
When we could have defended the character, we let it happen.
And I'm
we
telling
gave Disney an inch, they took a kilometer.
yes.
That kind of sounds, but okay. We're still on introductions, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What the? Oh my god.
Okay, who's
Okay.
who else is next?
Cortesy. Recast the T'Challa campaign. Link in the description down below. Let's move on to Firelord.
Double E, Double Z, Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Ball Z Fire Lord.
I'm looking at Cam right now.
Look at that pretty boy. Look at those eyes.
Like a disappointing black parent.
Look at him. But why are you looking cute?
Or that teacher when you had to read in the.
I don't know what that's supposed to. I feel like that says a lot without saying a lot. You know what I mean?
What?
Like, that's a whole topic. It's like a parent sees you during like a family gathering and you do something you're not supposed to do and you're embarrassing them. That look, that stare.
Look,
It's a whole message, bruh.
and
Moscow.
what makes it worse is they don't even call you by name. You just somehow sense it spiritually. I sense it. How you look? Doom.
No, all of a sudden Ryatsu just starts forming in the air, and it's like the Ryatsu is so thick.
What do you-
Like,
the pressure?
yo, mom is gonna turn into the real Kampachi. Unahana, chill.
Hi, sweetie. And then the parents are like, why don't they sense my life is in danger? Why is everyone so calm? You know, you're
That's the scary part. When
Right,
you know
right.
you're in trouble, but your parents are just being nice to everybody else, and it's like, yeah. And it's like, oh man, and you're in a whole genjutsu. The whole room is dark for some reason. Candle lights are going out.
You know?
Literally the real life Mr. Crab meme.
No, you see that scene in Lord of the Rings when Gandalf yells at Bilbo and you just see the candles go dark. And his shadow fills the
No,
room.
but that
That's
time they're not
you.
even saying anything. That's even scarier. But they're not even saying anything.
Oh, I
You
know.
hear Bilbo Baggins.
The ADHD
I am
for
not some
tonight is
conjurer of
pretty
cheap
strong.
tricks. But when you hear them talk, they're like, hey, Kupa Tukirida. Gandhi, in your mind, Bilbo Baggins.
Manuel, hi. I think this is Manuel's fault. Hey, Manuel, no, man. You're getting too systematic.
Anyway,
We're not something here.
Unfortunately, we are in for a very short treat. We have started with this one. We are starting with a new anthology, Love, Death, and Robots, season 4. For those who haven't watched the other 3 seasons, Tim, it's been how many years? Well, we can't review that. My guy, so many. Netflix.
Guys, if we can review Yu-Gi-Oh, I think we can do that.
But Yu-Gi-Oh has a special place. Has a special place in the
There's no such a Kyber in Love, Death, and Robots.
Hey, I've never seen somebody try to have sex with a cow in Yu-Gi-Oh. So.
Dude, what the hell?
Oh, let's get right on that. You see, that's part of episode 1, by the way.
That's like the shortest episode, though, right? Like 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's 7 minutes.
Yeah.
They're very different timelines because they're handled by different animation studios. And this, funny enough, is the second. I'd like to say episode or second production. Yeah.
Because when I saw it, I was like, no, man, this looks familiar. I think I've seen it in the earlier season. It felt like deja vu.
Yeah, there's an earlier one that's Night of the Mini Dead.
Yes. And what was it? Season 1 or season 2? Somewhere there.
It's one of the. I think it's in season 2 or 3.
Yeah.
One of the two. Anyway, so that involves some idiots having sex at a what you call it?
Like outside, nah? Like in a car or something.
No, they're having sex.
So they really take this Love, Death, and Robots theme like seriously.
So does
every short have to have love and death and
no,
robots?
it doesn't.
Is that the thing?
No.
It does have to have. Sometimes it has to have the robots or something like that, but more often than not, it's different.
Yeah, for the most part, it seems like it's AI related, but usually it's just conflict, or it's usually conflict.
So the first one, they were having these idiots were having sex in a cemetery where ended up dying, getting struck by lightning, and then ends up inadvertently doing a zombie ritual of some sorts. So when that happened, the undead rose from the world and they ended up, taking over the planet while people are busy fighting and shooting. And in that case, the American president is like, what? Zombies? Not in our country. And then it ends up with them fighting throughout the entire world. You even see the Pope driving with a machine gun, with machine gun on his Pope mobile.
Okay, that sounds better than this one to me.
Then it results with them being overwhelmed by the zombies, and then the Americans like suck on these guys and nukes the entire planet, and it ends up
kind of similar. It's just that one, I think it has dialogue. This one.
Oh, so wait, so these guys are
dialogue.
just notorious for ending. These guys are just notorious for ending their shorts with "and the world blows up."
And the world blows up and it just shows the galaxy giving a bit of a fart.
Like, even the other one didn't have dialogue.
Yeah, they hardly have dialogue.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the mini series, I'll call them that. They don't have dialogue. They have
anyway, let's just get into this one. So we open up with Close Encounters of a Strange Kind or whatever. Aliens land. And and then the police drive up to the aliens.
Once again, the aliens land in America. Mistake number 1.
And that seemed like it was the South. It seemed like it was given like Texas.
Mistake number 1, it was like Florida, Texas, mid South. Texas.
Floridians, you guys are not doing yourselves any favors. All these stories we hear.
Now, if somebody wants to explain to Americans what we think of them, we just tell them, what do you think about Florida? The rest of the world thinks that about you. And you just saw this guy this guy's face drop. I was like, what? Do you think we're that crazy? Sweetie, you are that crazy.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah.
By the way, only he said it, so we can still visit because we want to come to Comic Con.
Yeah. Trump stamp my visa. Elon, my boy. We on Academy together.
The views expressed.
I don't care about any of these 10 codes. If my plane lands in I've been to the US. If it lands in JFK International Airport, I will descend there full on peacock, rainbow dress and everything, with a big ass banner behind me saying gay rights.
Just don't show us your schlong like that alien did.
That's what I keep like jackpot.
Also, I was just like first off and foremost, why is he the only one with a dick?
He's an ambassador. He wanted to show.
No, but didn't the others also have meaning?
No, they didn't. They completely.
Wait, that was a dick?
Kendall.
Yeah.
What do you thought was a tail?
It was totally a dick.
That's
why they shot it, because that's why they shot it.
You can see what I'm the innocent one here. I don't see such things.
Please. Okay,
maybe that alien was part of the royal family or something, and only they can breed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then you send the royal delegation to be the guy who makes contact
with an alien species.
Yeah, but maybe there's like 10,000 of them, 10,000 princes. So they need
it's probably like the fourth in the hierarchy or whatever.
You don't send the crown prince. You'll just send the one that can die.
When they saw the world's biggest penis, they all opened fire because what the hell?
With perfect aim, by the way.
For the first
also,
time ever.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what? Well, anyway, so they shoot the dick off.
Well, he was kind of huge, so it was a big target.
No. Even for okay, well, it was a big
No, that brat did that on purpose. He could have shot him in the chest. He could have shot him in the head. He specifically aimed for the penis.
No, but I mean, this guy was still negotiating with them. He told them we come in peace. We don't have any beef with you. I mean, he was lying his ass off.
Well, I mean,
no, the other aliens came in because of what they did
in America. What did he? What
BuckMeister, there's no way you can say that those other aliens came in because of the beef. Those niggas were close anyway. Here's
the thing. I'm saying they were observing what was going to go on. As soon as those bras put those aliens down, they said, bet.
Okay, let's say everything. Okay, let's say things went well. There was no violence. What was going to happen to the rest of the ships? Were they going to go back home?
They're going to land, and then they were going to have a big ass party. And obviously, since we all know,
did you see the amount of spaceships they were there?
Yes, and
they were gonna probably steal some water or something.
And obviously, after doing that,
they were gonna create some water.
And we all know just how freaky.
Okay, give us guns, we'll give you water.
And since we know what these aliens are up to, they were all freaks because they confirmed it. Literally, the next scene, they are going to end up in some bare-ass planetary orgy and peace on Earth. What was I supposed to say?
It was going to be.
I don't think everybody would have died. That's all I'm saying.
Island. It was going to be Alien Epstein Island.
What the hell?
I mean, look, hey, they stuck to people of legal age. So I don't
know, man. If you bring so many spaceships with so many with armed, by the way, armed ships, so many armed ships coming in peace.
Would you travel in space?
If you travel across the world unarmed, where are you gonna get guns if anything goes wrong?
Okay, guys. Okay. Hear me out, because you guys clearly, I don't know how you're thinking.
Kim,
if people come to your country,
you're not going next door. If you're going next door,
if people come to your planet, if Saiyans come to your planet, right? They come to your planet with armed ships, and they say that they come in peace. Would you be okay with that?
One, those police officers didn't know about the ships. One, so there's nothing to indicate.
No, I'm talking from the aliens' point of view. I'm not talking about because the reason why.
I understand what you're.
I was saying these ships.
Okay, can I ask you a question, Cam? When you travel, do you travel with your toothbrush? Like when you're going somewhere, you're going to be staying there a couple of days. Do you travel with your toothbrush or whatever?
No. I get your rationale. I'm just saying,
Exactly. They too, if anything happens, so you want to tell me they're gonna travel there, no guns, anything. They get shot, they can't defend themselves. They must now travel light years back again to get the guns and then come back.
No.
You come prepared.
What I'm saying is you have way too many ships for a peace thing.
Okay. Okay, that
No,
makes
but I'm
sense.
saying if we're doing that, I'm just saying if we're gonna headcanon it, the way that they kind of explained this short, it's like how that theory that aliens know about Earth, but they don't visit because we're raggedy. Chances are maybe somebody was like, let's go, let's give it a shot this time. And then other brothers were like, Earth? Seriously? I was like, let's give it a shot. And then when what happened, the bra was leading the armada was like, see, born, and now we have to kill all of them.
No,
So
I'll go a step
I
further.
think, but anyway.
I'll answer your question, Mr. Extrodin. One, yes, they have a huge army out there in space. Sure, it may not mean that they actually do come in peace or not. But two, why would you, Mr. Police Officer, invoke a war? Yeah, you've just given these aliens a reason to
Like
start
I'm
the
saying,
war.
isn't there protocol? Isn't there like rules of engagement?
Whether there
open fire.
whether there is or not, I mean the best way to tell to justify a reason to start an invasion is they shot first. Oh, we came in peace. We wanted to talk with them, but you had an army on the front door. No, we just wanted to go through. We just needed a cup of we just needed a cup of sugar and some rice and some water.
Of course you did.
Yeah,
of course you wanted a cup of sugar.
but then
of course you.
But he shot up Ambassador right in the deck. I mean, so what else were we supposed to do? That is the question.
You know what's so messed up though? You know what's so annoying?
Yeah.
The invasion happens and the people who started it are not even there to deal with it. These bros all died and shot themselves trying to kill these aliens.
Trying to kill the last alien.
That was so hilarious.
You know what this sounds like? I don't know if you guys know the story.
Yeah.
There's a story where it's an X-Men story. I'm gonna keep it very brief. Where we're celebrating, there was like a mutant celebration thing, and then Cyclops, listen to this. Cyclops sent Colossus, Magneto, Emma Frost, Namor. Who else did? Yeah, these guys to attend that conference.
Yes.
Wait, was this when they were the Phoenix Five?
No.
This
is Schism. I think it's called Schism, where eventually
is that where? That's where Cyclops tells the little kid, yeah, you have permission to kill everybody in the room.
Yes, that story. But when you send those niggas to that conference, how do you think the humans are going to react to that?
No, but
those niggas are mentioned.
No, but Namor, I'm saying Namor takes orders since when?
No, remember, Namor is a mutant, I guess.
He is.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's a mutant, but that bruh's also a king. He's like,
no, but also remember, Cyclops is not just like the X-Men leader. He's sort of like taking care of the entire mutant race.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but Namor listens to nobody, dog. That's like one of his biggest traits. If you get him to listen, you really have to have something he wants. So I don't know
if you can also get Magneto to listen.
Magneto is more malleable depending on the cause.
I get that peace envoy was a declaration of war by dint of those names alone. You can't say I'm going to send my ambassador to you and then send you the biggest war criminal and say no, he comes under the guise of peace. It's
but then you're making excuses for you know what? All right.
No, it's all I am saying when you send those 5 people and it is that suspicious, and then you in turn react with force on that 5 people, you've given the enemy the right, the justification they need for war. Because
if somebody hits Namor first and all war breaks out, everybody's going to be like, Munna, you know this, bro. Why did you hit him?
Okay, look. Let me put it this way. By the way, I've never been on the side of those guys. Those guys were idiots.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, first of all, there's reasonable doubt already. Things are tense already.
Yes.
And if things are tense, the last thing you should do is to add fuel to the fire, and bring the deadliest niggas that you can probably bring in your squad. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that completely. An argument can be said that Cyclops intended for the war to start in the first place. And the way he intended the war to start is to make sure that the humans threw the first punch. And how do you do that? You send the most aggravating people in the guise of a peace treaty to go negotiate. That is it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Anyway,
if there was a smart human in the other side of the table, you'd have seen like this guy wants to start a war. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send the most placid, most the most placid, the most appeasing, the most people-pleasing negotiators I can ever find who bend over backwards just to make sure that nothing goes wrong. Point in reference. Why did you send Cupcake to go visit America? He bent over backwards and everyone was pissed, but he didn't see what was going on in the situation because we didn't want to start a goddamn war.
Well, this is your channel, Chief, so never mind.
Yeah, I mean, he's saying it. I was talking about Cyclops. You are mentioning other people.
No, I'm just saying I know what diplomacy looks like. I know what everybody's communicating behind the walls. And part and parcel, when you send a diplomat, so yes, the aliens may have intended to invade the war in the first place. How dumb asses responded in kind by shooting them. I mean, would you, aliens, I could even go a step further. Would you, Mr. Alien Spaceship, look at this entire biosphere and decide to land in Texas?
I think you're starting to see things my way.
No, I'm saying that that from my argument is like that you're trying to start a war, but I'm a human being. My side of the human being is like, you dumbasses, what the hell did you shoot?
Yeah, of course.
That's my argument always.
I'd say, and when you found out they were killable, then you made sure that now we have to put and all of you didn't survive. I was like, you started a fight that you couldn't win
because you all killed yourselves.
Anyway, let's continue. So the aliens get mad.
We see a whole amount of aliens saying, "I bet." And then
there was a bra who milked. First off, this guy was wild. He milks his cow and drinks the milk immediately.
He comes to the cow, gives a little smooch. I thought, oh, that's kind of sweet. And then he milks the cow, drinks the milk immediately. Well, I guess he's not afraid of listeriosis because raw milk. Yeah.
I was like, you didn't even boil it, my guy. Nothing.
Ooh, I like it raw. Baby, I like it raw.
And then he does the unthinkable in broad daylight in the middle of it.
I was like, bro, that's a crime. That's like
that was
okay. You know what I'm starting to realize from these first two scenes that we're speaking about so far? The creators of this thing have clearly indicated that those individuals are dumb as hell.
Yeah, that's the thing about that mini world. The mini world.
I was like, yo, these guys, whoever they are the anti. What's this? Did Mr. Tesla hire you guys? Like, is this propaganda against America?
Okay, so guys, the ones with the glasses, the one wearing the glasses and the one wearing, we can come to America. These other two guys.
No, I'm saying that this short. What I'm trying to say is that I don't think Americans are that dumb. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the way this thing portrayed them, it was like, Buffett, that quickly. Because it gets worse as this thing goes on.
No, because first he almost does the unthinkable to the cow. Thank God they cut that. Because then the aliens zoomed them up.
Yeah,
they were like, no, we're not gonna let this nigga do this.
Yeah, I was more disturbed by the cow thing than the anal probe thing.
What with the tongue?
You see the size of that probe? That was disturbing, bro.
No, it was disturbing.
But clearly that nigga seemed like he was probably enjoying that ish.
What in the Diddy?
What? Whoa.
If Diddy were to see this episode, his nipples would be hard.
That's Diddy watching.
Oh my god! Okay, the one guy wearing glasses. This nigga. Go to America.
Going to jail. I'm against Diddy.
Nobody is on Diddy's side. Nobody.
Oh no! Oh wait! Before we continue, can you please give a high five to 50 Cent?
Why?
50 Cent came in with the assist at the last minute because
With what?
When I tell you when that man hates Diddy, he's never gonna let it rest. Earlier this week, somebody had the audacity of asking Trump whether he'd pardon Diddy.
Yeah.
And Trump went on and on about his excuses. So it first sounded like it's no, but then it sounded like a maybe. Then it's like, you know how Trump answers questions. So he didn't keep things off the table because he thought, because of Diddy's political views, we didn't see eye to eye ever since he went into politics. But he's still a good man. He's a friend. Blah blah blah. Literally, not even 24 hours after that, 50 Cent took clips of Diddy bashing on Trump and put them up on X.
Damn.
To make sure that Trump knows that Diddy hates him. Like, nah.
50's generational, man.
Nah, that's not what I listen to.
Why do people beef with that? That guy's a whole. You know what he is, man? He's a Yu-Gi-Oh villain. And that he will find you and he'll hunt you and it'll be forever. He's basically Kaiba of the rap world, where he'll go into the afterlife just to battle you.
This is not Kaiba. This is darts. This is some darts level. Or it can't.
Look, if 50 was an animal, he would be a honey badger, though. Don't start, man.
You don't even need to get started. He'll just start it for you.
Yo, I was like, what?
For no reason, bro.
Diddy was like, not today.
Chilling, and they'll be like, oh, that dude's chilling nice. I'm gonna chill there. Move out the way, bro.
No, like people think that beefing with Kendrick is scary. You'll be in your grave, dog, and he'll be there posing at your grave.
Bruh, 50 still.
You're not even there.
Even till today. You'll be you find yourself roasting in hell, and they'll just see the devil's like, look, I need to contact my supervisor. You're 50. Come. 50. Look who just walked in. What did you think those 9? You think all those bullets didn't kill him for a reason? Bitch, he's been my boy for the longest time. I'm not gonna let him die. What? He's got far too much beef to spread. He's been doing my job.
Mr. Curtis, we would actually like to see you when we come
people
back.
think Eminem is the beef master.
No,
50 trained in the 50 trained. No, you know what happened? 50 has surpassed the master. Yeah. 50 is Palpatine and Eminem was Plagueis.
Look, the devil looks up to 50. Satan looks up to 50 like, bro, I'm a great fan of your work. Can I get an autograph? Please teach me your ways. That's how much of me.
Anyway,
like he looked at Diddy like, not today, Satan.
Waiting 1 hour, 20. Give 50 cents.
Yo, anyway, okay. Moving back to this disturbing anal probing of the aliens. For some reason, that
thankfully it was just inferred. It wasn't shown.
No.
They showed
the penetration.
Yeah.
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 The dude's legs even go up and start vibrating, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Hey guys, I think my brain has blocked me.
You're
so straight that whenever gay activity happens in front of you, there's like a, a screen.
But that wasn't gay activity. That was anal. That was alien activity.
Yeah.
Alien sex. looking at you, Kanye. Anyway.
Wait, what?
Oh, don't listen to his words in that song with Katy Perry. From
I wanna probe you.
Okay. Whoa.
So
I'm a big-headed alien.
Kiss me. Kiss. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's be careful.
Katy Perry
we might be summoning another.
I just wanted to say, you see, thanks to Extrodin, he just proved it. Alien sex can't be gay. So
how did I prove it?
Alien sex can't be gay. So it means that a Superman and Batman can hook up, and it's still straight. Okay.
Nah, those two niggas have been banging each other for decades.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's not even lie about that.
Superman and Batman.
Now you're officially out of America. Batman fans will chase you down.
and it's even worse because Superman and his ex Lex Luthor's love child has also got a thing with one of
Lex
the
Born. Lex has had an orgy with those
now the
niggas.
Superman fans and the Batman fans are gonna look for you guys.
Am I wrong?
Who's
I told you,
expressed, guys?
if you are willing to go into the afterlife to bring back your quote unquote best friend from the realm of the dead, the writings on the wall. Everyone knew our Superboy.
If I was gone, you'd never come get me, Tebello.
You buy the bank so that you can pay off your nigga's mother's mortgage?
I'm not even talking about Batman here. I'm talking about Superboy and not Drake. Who's the one?
Tim Drake.
Yeah, this Tim Drake. Those people, those were smashing. I'm telling you, it's and
so if I'm dead, I'm not getting an Edo. If I'm dead, I'm not getting an Edo Tensei from Tebello. I can see it's fine.
Now, I'm allowed to. That's a problem. If for me, it wouldn't be an eye. It would have been weird if apparently one of you guys would do it before any of my and then I'm already lost. Yeah, like, but
I feel sorry for whoever's gonna be watching this episode.
Yeah, no,
they're gonna. What the hell is
this episode is full on ADHD.
Yeah,
but anyway, back to it. So the alien probes the cow guy, and then
for some reason it powers the machine, and the battle begins.
Did it power the?
Yes, yes, it powered the machine. That was the weirdest thing. It powered the machine.
That's why I told you the
power of Sebono.
That's the power of Nyash. That's what I told you.
Why are writers obsessed with aliens and mating with humans? Like Dan did the same thing in the first episode. Like, what's going on?
People have fetishes.
No, hey, Dan at least well, no, actually this one also makes it villainous. So never mind.
Yeah.
So they roll down the street, they start killing a bunch of people, and like basically the aliens are kind of no different the humans
until
humans Uno reverse and get their hands on the guns as well.
Like, I activate trap, reverse of reverse. With this, we figure out that's how easy your damn gun technology is, and just took it and started shooting you guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
my guy, is that it?
That like it has, like you put triggers on this thing that people with fingers can use.
Can use it
somewhere.
Like, there's no boss code, there's no pin number, there's nothing. Like
somewhere.
Batman even like he still had to hack Darkseid. It's not like he could just go to the computer and activate his force. He still had to Omega Lang the 97 or whatever it was.
He got there, Control Alt Delete. Shift Control, backspace.
But I'm saying, Marazooks, this one is enter. It's just enter, and the thing works.
Is that the password there? 1 2 3 4 5.
Yeah. Not even
passwords.
It's not even 1 2 3 4 5. It's just enter. Enter password. Enter. Password accepted.
And then they start wiping out. Then they start wiping out the aliens, and then
there's a nigga who says, "Take me." Like,
there'll
always be one of those.
He felt it deep down inside. The probing is like it's been so long since he had anyone touch him that way. It's like what, and then he just felt it from his like psychic ex-girlfriend. Like, guy, the aliens have got me, and the things that are doing to me in the spaceships, my bro, you're missing out, and they're like.
They also showed some conspiracy theorists. It's like, oh, this nigga is finally right. Whatever's been saying for years, actually came true.
But I've been telling you guys, they probed me and did all kinds of things to my pussy.
But that's the other thing about the aliens. I'm like, they always gotta go to the ass. Always.
Yes. They're obsessed with our.
Well, it is the open orifice on the guy. So
no, but I'm just like, you never sit people down in a chair and just scan them with a thing. It's always we have to invade.
Yes.
I'm like all that technology, and you still
for that.
Like, where's the mind reading powers if you needed to probe somebody? Why don't you just
that's what I'm telling you. This aliens intended to have one big ass planet-wide orgy to power their ships and then move on. And now they realize, okay, well, Might as well just use them as sex slaves.
Human orgasms generate 19.19 gigawatts. What?
Hey man, you saw it. It powered the whole ship. So it powered an invasion. So I'm just
Only
saying.
something like this can be on Love, Death, and Robots, Shem. I don't think it can be. Well, unless if it's Rick and Morty or Robot Chicken.
Imagine if
No,
this
hey,
happened to-
no, Rick and Morty still have some modesty. You wouldn't just see randomly you wouldn't see Morty not
Oh,
Morty
okay, guys, let's get back to the episode. We're talking about everything but the episode.
So in the
Okay.
reverse card, they started shooting them. It started looking good, and then like release the Colossi. Where's Rob? Where is Rob? When I saw that big ass three-legged alien, I was like, where is Rob? Because I know right there it would have been Protoss propaganda. You'd have been saying, you see these robots are the Protoss because they're in the game. There's a unit that has 3 legs and it zaps people on the ground like that. It's called the Colossi. So I knew, and I was like, Rob, if he sees this, it's gonna come after me. So Rob, I saw it and I don't care. The Protoss are still right, and these
By
are the
the way,
Protoss.
we're still reviewing an episode
Episode
that's
1.
7 minutes long.
7 minutes long.
Yeah, we're about to finish. We're about to finish. Don't worry.
So
Okay. Anyway, yeah,
I want
the robots kill. The robots kill a lot of people. The humans. This was actually pretty innovative. I'll give it that. Because again, I'm gonna say I'm not the biggest fan of this one because if I'm honest, it just feels like Michael Bay Independence Day.
Yeah, it is. But
So.
I just wanted to shout out one of the cleanest animations I saw was the car chase with the tripod, chasing them down and doing the parallel across the blocks as it's busy chasing them. That was really well animated. It's like, yeah, okay, this was them flexing that they actually can. If they actually did have something to work with, they'll make something quite brilliant to watch.
Yeah,
but
and then I think then they managed to take down the big thing with the 3 legs down,
and then they take its gravity weapon. Why would you have a black hole weapon in your gun?
Yeah. But here's the thing that annoys me, right?
It's America. The bigger the gun, the better.
I'm talking about
the aliens.
Guys, why are you asking this question if you said that? Okay.
If I said what?
Wait, did you say the guys? You said the guys took the gravity weapon, so the
here's the
humans
thing, Cam. When the invasion starts, they have to bring that thing over. So they didn't come with the gravity weapon. They brought the machine over that had the gravity weapon after they started invading it. Then I'm assuming that there's been a length of time where the war had been going on, and then the aliens decided, you know what, these humans they're getting too many of us. We have to start bringing in the big guns.
Yeah.
That's not the impression I got. I just thought they already had that ish.
Nah, I think they would have whipped it out immediately if they needed to. I don't think they would have.
I'm pretty sure there's
they would have waited for the offense. The human offense to take so many of their lives.
Like, I mean, we've got like 5. We've already got 2 billion sex slaves. You don't really need the rest of them, so kill them. But they are bussies. It's fine. They'll breed more. Come on, guys. We'll clone them.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes, before I forget, is when the Vatos come through, when they're shooting those guys on the hotel, on top of the hotel building.
Yes.
They come through with their car, with their low rider, and then they lift it up so that they can shoot at those guys. I was just like, Yalla Vato.
No, what also gets me is
I lie, I cheat, I steal. I lie, I cheat, I steal. Hey, what a sita.
Then we see, the other thing we needed to tell them, we see that the mothership is truly gigantic. It's like the size of a continent. That's what they were busy training.
You're right. Was this after the president scene?
Yeah, it was after the president scene, and then the tripod lands, and then oopsie. This was just round 2. Like, he activated. Did you think the battle was over? By killing my Qtora, you let me summon my Shunoros. That's the type of scene. And at the end, when these tripods end up giving these humans even more powerful weaponry, I'm sure there must have been some alien generals like, I told you guys, what the hell? You could have killed them with sticks and stones, but then you decided to.
And this is where the thing kind of just annoyed me personally, because I was just like, if you guys were smart enough to reverse engineer these alien guns,
No, they didn't reverse
Or get them to work.
Yeah, they just got
But
them
I'm saying
to work.
they get them to work. But I'm saying if you were smart enough to get them to work, why don't you, I don't know, maybe more safety precautions instead of firing them at the ground and killing everybody on Earth?
What happened?
I can't imagine how
but
pissed
then- Yeah, you sounded like
After Rhymes.
those 1950s movies. Look here, Sonny, we're coming for you, and you better get right. Don't you come with no nonsense, eh? But okay, I don't know why I started getting an Indian accent.
You tried for North American and ended up in South India. Anyway,
Hey, dog.
okay.
Yeah, here it's showing again. Oh, damn, I think I missed it.
Who's
Yeah,
recording?
And it's still recording. It hasn't stopped recording.
no. Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, it hasn't stopped recording, guys. Everything that happens, it goes straight to the cloud and then comes back here and then the cloud. It's not the first time this has happened to me, so I know exactly what's going on. I'm pretty naturally calm right now.
Zuko, I think you were saying something before we stopped you.
Yeah, I was just saying, before the whole implosion, I loved them taking their minivans and their buckies, and they put the gravity weapons on there and they're fighting the spaceship. It was hilarious. It was like one of the funniest things ever. Like when you think about it objectively, it is just the most hilarious, absurd. That's the word I was looking for. Absurd thing ever. Because like, can you imagine
Those are the
this?
English bundles.
Hey, I just loaded I just loaded quickly and a 5 rand just to for that one.
5 rand advance.
My front advance
Control.
in Tanga. But can you imagine like this 100-foot alien and it's fighting against and you coming there with your Mazda and your what? Isuzu Baki and your Toyota Baki and you fighting this thing.
Mahindra.
You with your Mahindra
Yeah,
and
using the same
you
technology that powers Megas XLR, because I'm like, where are you guys firing from?
and also that thing, like how the kickback, how gentle is the kickback? Because it's not ripping their roofs off and
You
nothing
know?
like that, right? I mean, excellent technology by the aliens. Props to them, man. Like,
Is
you
it
get a gravity
excellent?
weapon.
Is it excellent? You know what
Oh,
this kind of
damn
reminds
AF.
me of?
Yeah.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of Battlefield Earth with the John Travolta, where it's like, I'm
Mhm.
going to give the humans every advantage possible so that they can kill us. I'm going to make the most deadliest man in the history of the world, in the history of the galaxy, and give him everything that he knows so that he can soundly defeat me and my people.
While blowing up my home planet.
I didn't watch that one, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
same.
It's bad, so don't.
You saved your eyes. You
Well,
saved
no,
your
you know
eyes.
what? You know what, ne? I think it's so bad that it's good. Like it's so bad that you will laugh your ass off. So maybe I don't know. I
Oh,
like that
okay.
type of thing.
Look,
Travolta actually
Yeah, it was a
because
pet. I know it was a pet project of his because he
yeah,
loved the author or
Was it
something.
a
the
pet
book
project or was it an initiation into the what do they call it?
Scientology.
Scientology.
yeah,
It could have been, man. It could have been because, like I said, he was yeah, like Cam said, it was a passion project. So it was one of those he wanted to make it, and he had the star power and the financial power to pull it off.
He made a mess. Made fake
mm,
ass predator with rubber hands. But anyway, moving on to this. Yeah, and then they implode, and then we're a cosmic fart. And I was like, I didn't need the farts. I was like, that's just childish. I was like, sir.
I think
And I'm like, this is me
it's
saying
creatives
this.
who grew up on South Park, my G, and
And I'm
all
like,
these.
this is me saying this. I was like, I am a whole anime fan. I used to Naruto run. Sometimes I still run Naruto run in real life. But I was like, that is just sir.
I think one of
Yeah,
us
you're almost
needs to
30
tweet.
years old. Why did you have to
You
admit
used to
that in
do
public?
what?
He says he still Naruto runs.
Nerd.
I'm clipping
Ha,
that.
you are always my friend.
Someone
but now you're not my
someone
friend.
actually replied. Someone actually saw one of our clips on, I think it was on my account on TikTok, and replied, "Nerd." You remember that, guys?
Yeah. And it's
But
like,
anyway,
obvious.
Like,
Surprise.
I just wanted to say that one of us should just text Neil deGrasse Tyson and tell him to review this episode, especially the last bit.
His brain would implode.
It would.
Bro, that guy would be so annoyed.
It would.
The fart is actually a real thing. Let me explain.
I'm adding the annoying sound. The inevitable yet annoying sound effects they add on every TikTok whenever Neil deGrasse talks. Why? Why? Can you stop already? Can you just let the man talk? Yo.
But anyway, let's get to the next one then. So ratings for this one, gents.
Oh,
I thought it was fun. I'll give it a nice 6.5.
I forgot we have to read these episodes.
Yeah, what Zuko said.
Now that I've spoken to you guys, I think I might enjoy the episode a little bit more. So I'll probably give it like a 5.
Watch the living zombie one first, because it will give you a little more context and a little more humor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because this is supposed to be humorous. It's not supposed to be like one of those. Oh, it's a critique on
dark humor.
A critique on society's what. Check at minute 15:34 seconds when this guy tries to insert his penis in the cow. It's symbolic of.
The thing is, I was just like, they kept stacking on the challenges. I was like, first off, they had to shoot the alien in the dick.
Yes.
Yeah, like I was like, look, the dick reveal was already like, okay, whoa. But I was like, all right, fine. I guess the alien's got to look at his dick flopping on the ground, and then after that
was a lot for a first episode of a first.
And then the guy with the towel. I'm saying, like, it was stacking it on too much. I was just like, all right, this is way too back to back for me. So. Yeah, and then the cosmic fart at the end, I was like, all right, oof. Like, okay.
Yeah, no, but like I said, I thought this was it was fun. Maybe because I haven't seen the previous work, so if I'd seen the previous work, maybe it'd be like a downgrade type of thing.
Yeah, maybe go watch that one specifically, and then come back and review it. I'll give you guys a chance to rescore them in the next episode. If you
all right, then also it was the typical don't go to aliens, don't go to America.
Yeah.
They shoot immigrants there.
Would have given you Coke, Kotanyana, and things.
Yes, if they were in Africa, my G, we would have taught them dance moves and
they would have.
Wait. But guys, can we be sure about that? Because the last time strangers came to visit, it didn't end well. So I don't know if this time around.
It wasn't us.
No. We've watched District 9.
Yeah.
We would definitely treat these aliens much better than the Americans would, but by the time they leave, they might be wanting to come back with an armada. Because that's how, honest to God, do you think that aliens, I'm talking about District 9, that when that alien ship left, do you think it's going to come back in 5 years?
Chris is not going to come back. Manika, my friends and I had this discussion that year when it came out. We said Chris is not coming, because he said he's going to come back after 10 years. Yeah. You think he's going to come back after 10 years and look for Vickers and try to heal him? He's not coming back.
No. Sure, say they do come back in 10 years. Do you think they're going to come back in peace?
Once again, proving my point.
All I'm saying is
we taught them how to cry.
All I'm saying is that what's this? The last time strangers came over the borders. Yeah, didn't go well for us. So I don't
just put it this way: the last time strangers came to the Cape Colony in 1652. That's how you should have said it.
On the dromedaris.
Yeah, it came with dromedar. I don't know what dromedaris means, but it sounds bad. So they came with the
the name of the ship. There are two others. I forgot those others. You did not force me to learn these things in history school for me to forget them just because you no longer teach them now. The name of the ship was the dromedaris.
That sounds like a disease, man. Like,
yeah, dog. It sounds like a Harry Potter spell.
It sounds like a Game of Thrones.
Be straight, dromedaris. Wait, what?
What do you mean be straight, dromedaris?
It sounds like a Disney
during
villain.
Pride Month? Really, bruh? Be straight, drama
No, that's what JK.
Yeah, well, she would definitely make it. No, it would be like an anti-trans missile.
Okay, let's do the next episode, guys, before we cancel ourselves.
You know,
We are taking it.
the council's gonna have a word with me after this meeting. I can just see it.
This lady, sorry, it's no longer dude. This lady comes home and is like, Dad, I'm no longer George, I'm Georgina. The dad is like, oh, okay, cool, come through. And then they're talking like, so how you been? Where you living now? Whatever. And then it's like, okay, let me throw some wings, and before you leave, let me throw some wings so you can have something to eat. And then the daughter now is like, no, I'm vegan. Yes, that's when he loses his mind. He's like, what bullshit is this? What vegan nonsense is this? That's not fucking shit. It was so
Not in my house.
I think I saw that. I think I saw
Not
that.
in my house.
Like, not in my house. Ain't no bullshit. No, ain't no vegan bullshit in my house.
I think I saw that. I saw that before.
That's fine.
That was so hilarious.
I also saw like a similar stand-up bit where the comedian was like, yeah, no, I did tell my dad that I transitioned and he was totally cool with that. But the minute I told him he was a vegan, he was like, no. And it's like, I had to eat the meat, guys. I had to.
No.
It was too much to ask him to accept in one day. I was
In
like,
one day,
he
yeah.
accepted the trans meat, the trans thing. Now you have to also accept I'm vegan. It was too much, guys. I had to eat the chicken.
If you guys watch this comedy skit like called African Aunties, like African Aunties at collect leftovers or something like that. There's a one that goes like African Aunties when you come out to your African aunties and they were like, you are good. Which means this person here is not your friend. That is your lover. We praise God. We thank God. Yeah, you found love. Love is love, my child. We are so proud of you. We are happy. Jiggy. No, we must cook you something. You must not eat. No, Mama is vegan. Get out!
Fuck, I hear what your vegan bullshit.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
I'll send you the video.
We're accepting of everything except veganism.
In whose house?
Hey, dog, like
this house, you will eat the food I dish you, and you will. And the only thing I expect out of your mouth is thank you, and I would like some more. And here's a
no, hey, that's a black household. It's like, if you don't eat what is cooked, if you don't eat what is cooked, you don't eat.
You don't eat. And if you don't,
you're not changing the menu.
And if you don't eat, that means you're not appreciating me as your parent. Yeah, so it's you can choose not to eat, but choose not to eat my food. My food. You used to drink milk from this breast. Now you don't eat the food that I made.
My God, guys, let's go to the next episode, please.
Okay. Anyway, speaking of moms,
okay.
So the next episode is.
Oh, by the way,
the next episode is.
By the way, small announcement. My life in Twitter is over, guys. If this is the last time you'll ever see me on Twitter, I'm shutting down my Twitter page because for some reason.
What did they say to you?
I don't know. For some reason, my mom found my Twitter and she started to follow it. So I'm. I'm like, I'm done. It's over. It was a good run, guys.
That's why you have a backup Twitter, guy. You have to have a backup one.
You have to have another account.
Yeah, what do I put in that other account?
Call it Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, code T. That would be called Agent T. That would be the page's name. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know my life's over. Moving on to the episode 2. Speaking of life over, in episode 2, it starts with this woman having wonderful nightmares about losing her lover. I want to use that a lot now.
I love her. I have to start saying it like that now.
Oh, Spider Rose, that's what it's called.
I feel like she's a cyborg at this point.
She is. Because she's like human,
mostly, yeah. I was like, you didn't figure out the robot part that allows you to breathe in space? Yes, sir.
You figure the robot part that allows you to.
And also, you've been hunted. You didn't get better security, better weapons. Like, come on.
Nah, I think she's been depressed. Look, this one I'll say is Spider Rose for me. I
Yeah.
think it's the better one of the shorts.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah, I'll also give it a
story-wise-
6.5. I'll also give episode 1 a 6.5.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, there
Sorry.
we go.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
to give my
okay,
rank.
Because
cool.
it clearly
Hey.
has like some post-traumatic stress.
Yeah, I mean,
Guys, she's got a lot.
Yeah,
man.
no,
She's a
things-
little
things-
bit.
drugging herself.
things are going horribly for her.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Doesn't
say
she take like she takes an injection to like calm the
From
flashbacks?
the
I
anxiety
think it's a
and the-
drug. I think it's a drug. Look, I'm gonna say that spoil okay, let me not spoil alert. I'll save my whole review for the end when I have to actually give the rating. Yeah, so she has this rare diamond, she managed to find it or whatever, or this rare rock, and there's all these cockroaches that are floating around, and basically they're either her pets or her food, or I don't know how she eats or whatever the case is. And then this bruh comes in who's looking like a whole he's looking like Cthulhu's second son or something. I don't know.
You know what he looked like? He looked like a tick or something, or you know these things where they put it
I'm
under
not
the
going for the
microscope.
low hanging fruit. Like there's another
No,
way I
don't.
describe it.
I'm
We're all
fighting the
thinking it, but we're
demons.
not gonna say it. No,
I'm
nobody's
fighting
gonna
it.
say it.
I'm
We're all
fighting it.
thinking it, but
I'm
we're not gonna say
fighting.
it. Nobody's gonna
No,
say
he
it.
looked like a tick or something. So it was very.
I'll say
disturbing.
it. I'll say it like it's a thing that most gays are afraid of. Anyway, so
Ah.
I wasn't even in that direction. I was talking about ticks. Where did you
Bruh,
come?
you were on the money, dog. You were actually on the right track. It's this niggas
like
that is just
Yeah, bro.
like this is the reason why we are gay. It's like
Going left, monomo.
That's what
GPS
we
said
see.
right. Tibatun.
that's what we keep on seeing. Like
okay. Let's just put it like this. It looked like
Wu-Tang Killer V on the swarm. Wu-Tang Killer V on
it
the
looked
swarm.
like home for most of us. Let's just
Yes.
put it that.
yeah.
Coming
Nah, that's not a
home.
home I'd like to visit. That's a
Coming home.
I was like, no
coming
way.
home. Coming home.
So they had a negotiation. It turned out something because she wants to blow up a planet.
Yeah, she wants to blow up the planet of the people.
of the
who
people that
her.
killed her people and her husband because they all got
Yeah.
wiped out.
And there's like, I
Yeah,
can't
they're
do
called
that.
Shapers
But
or the
okay,
Shaper Council.
yeah, but I can't do that. But I see you've got psychological trauma, so I'll use the reverse capitalism to I'll use
Yeah,
my-
that guy was sneaky as hell.
I was
I was like,
Yeah.
hey.
I actually saw that end coming through that conversation alone. I'm like, this is not gonna end well.
No, I did not see that end coming because I
Yeah,
think
me
that end
too.
I have an issue with. But I'm just saying, in
Also-
general, I was like, yeah, this bra came in and it was just like, you've been lonely. You need to be
Even this
alone.
one is the perfect one. This one proves my point at the first episode, by the way. This.
I also
No.
didn't see that. I saw the bonding ending. I didn't see the ending.
No, I saw that the aliens are up to something. For me, that I got from the get-go, you're up to something. I was thinking that man was sympathetic to her cause, and that alien that he got, that plane had some sort of diabolical undercurrent. So we can't trade weapons, but I can trade you a pet that can literally eat the entire planet. That's what I was thinking. You know what I'm going at?
Mhm.
I was thinking on that level, like it's not a weapon, it's a pet. What do you think? Like, let's keep it for a few days.
Trusting a stranger
Well,
doesn't make any sense to me
it's
at all.
No, but like I think the other thing that kind of got to me is that she also does say, well, anyway, let's get through it. So yeah, as the stranger comes through, he hands off this little mascot thing,
yes,
which I was like, and she sees it and she's like cute, and I'm like,
that's cute.
It was
That's
kind
not
of
cute at all.
In which world?
kind of, but
I don't know. But hey, she's lonely, she's depressed, she's got lots of PTSD, she's drugging herself every day. Who knows?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
So
puppies are
like
cute,
crack.
and certain types of puppies are cute. Look, I wouldn't go so far as like kittens are kind of cute. Cats are ugly AF. I don't care about cats in any form.
the views expressed.
Didn't you say you had
Until they
pets?
start making
Didn't you
them
say you had
crying
cats?
or
There
you
was-
sound like kids.
I had dogs. I've only ever had
Oh.
dogs.
I'm a cat person, so.
Oh God.
Well, that explains a lot.
Hey,
That explains a lot, yeah.
Tebello be beefing with all types of kitties.
I have no idea what it explains.
Tebello, whenever he sees a kid, it's on site, bro.
No, it's not on site. It's not,
No matter what kind, dog.
it's not on site. Like I like things that obey me. I don't want to go around chasing and begging something to listen to me. Come on, get inside, sweetie. Kitty, come on. It's time for bed. Oh, the cat got out. Oh no.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe
Now I have to go chase around this thing.
that's-
Including you next door. Never.
No, I'm saying the more you talk, the more I understand why you're part of the council. I totally get it.
Yeah. When I know my look, and I've had chaotic as pets, Josh and Tess were the embodiment of pure chaos and mayhem. That's what their names actually meant. When they're outside, when you walked out and you're just like, you in here now. Problem solved. They go. They listen. Cats are going to go like.
Yeah, I'm saying
Cats
if
will
a
give
dude
you-
said that,
cats will even
I'm
give
saying
you the-
if a dude
cats will
said that
give
to
you
a
the
woman, in now.
Yeah. Cancelled right there. Who on earth told you can raise your voice like that?
Cats have a bit of Tswana woman in them. Ooh, wena, ka hempe ya Markhams, o tlo bua le nna.
Are sa reng sose?
Hey.
Sa reng na sose, ka hempe ya Markhams.
Okay, anyway, let's continue. Yeah, so yeah, then she ends up bonding with this thing. And I'm gonna say this. I feel like most of the story, it comes from her getting over her trauma. That was the thing I was invested in. I was like, so
that was beautiful.
Yeah, it was so nice to see like she's becoming a person again, you know? Which is kind of why the ending really bothered me. But anyway.
Yeah.
The ending went left fast. It's like I'm pretty sure there was a South African writer somewhere. This stinks of South African soapy writing.
Ish. No, so yeah, she's bonding to this thing. This thing is loving her, it's hugging her and all of that stuff, and then it's eating a bunch of the cockroaches. And apparently if it eats too much, then it goes into a cocoon and it starts morphing and transforming.
Yes.
And
yeah, basically it's like it takes on the genetics of whatever it absorbs or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, which is weird because those cockroaches did not look like that.
As fuck when
I thought those cockroaches were
butterflies or something.
No,
light bugs.
I thought
Fireflies,
honestly, I thought those cockroaches were like robots or something.
Yeah, but I was just saying, like it did, like when it says it takes on the genetics, it didn't look like it took on those genetics. It looked like it became part of the 626 family. Like it was Stitch's the failed experiment cousin or something. I was like, Esan.
Yeah,
Jumba forgot about this one.
It looked like that.
It clearly doesn't look like whatever it's consuming. I think it's just taking whatever bit from the DNA or whatever, but it doesn't necessarily.
So what its job is to basically look as adorable as possible by taking genetic material and making it seem more endearing to its host.
To whatever creatures that inhabit that planet.
Yeah.
So
and then after that, as she is,
then we're treated to one of
herself.
Yeah. Then the bad guy comes in, is like, "Hey, what's up? You killed my clones, but not me." It tended to Zuko.
Also, I was just like, if she's bodying your clones,
why are you there?
Hello, Mr. Fantastic. Black Bolt can kill you with just one. Why are you telling me that?
I'm the original. I'm here to kill you myself. Like,
why would you say that?
Good luck, sure.
What's up with if she's had a success rate of 18 times, what makes you think she's gonna miss now? She's had plenty of practice.
I know the best part, the part that gets me all along is like, or rather, my question that came to mind is like, what is up with these aliens and being so incredibly stupid?
He should have watched. He should have watched Free Ren. I'm just gonna leave it there.
No, you know what he should have watched. He should have watched Naruto. Naruto perfectly will teach you how to fight with clones. You know why? Because he knows how to send the clones out, see what the other brother's doing, and then you'll get in the pocket afterwards. Where now you saw clones get bodied and you still went there by yourself.
Or Invincible, that chick that can multiply herself. She was.
No,
what
no,
else?
multipole does way better than duplicate. Duplicate just sends her clones to get bodied.
No, what I mean is Duplicate was somewhere else, dog.
Oh yeah.
Completely. Like number one was
and then she was bitching at everybody like, you don't know what it's like. It's like, well, no, we have one life. You have like 20. Shut up.
You know?
Yeah, but think about it. If you die 20 times, that probably will get to you eventually.
Yeah, but if I have one shot and that's it, and I got chewed up by a giant monster, and then you come and tell me, oh, you don't know what it's like. Tech.
No, but you don't remember, so you don't know what it's like. You're gone.
No,
you
she
did.
remembers. Like, she was in the hospital. She's like, I had to feel my bones mend and bring everything back together. I was like, that's why she quit.
That's what I'm saying. It's messed up. Like dying once is fine. Dying a lot of times is messed up. You will go crazy.
No wonder she and Immortal have trauma bonded. But anyway.
Ew. I mean,
moving on. Yeah. So, yeah. Then this bra comes in and he says, it was my mission to kill you. I'm never going to stop. And I'm like, again, my guy, 19 L's. Like, yeah, you can say it's my clones. It's my clones. It's still clones of you. 19.
Yeah. Are you telling us that those clones are incompetent?
Yeah.
No. It's exactly you, my G.
So it shows your level of competence, ne?
So I was like, when after 19, I'd have left her alone. It's like, clearly I'm not winning here. Let me move on with my life.
At best, I would have assassinated. I would have like, you know what? Getting close to this woman is not good for my health, for my clone's health. I'm gonna snipe her. She will be there. I will kill her from here. If I don't get her, I'm still far away.
Yeah, that's what I don't know. He was thinking of the alien equivalent of his of that body part that you're not supposed to mention. That's all I can think of, because whatever he's doing does not make sense. Honest to God,
he was using his phallicus.
If they have one, we don't know.
Yeah, maybe he's cloning. Maybe that's the only way he can reproduce. Who knows? Anyway,
Develop continue demons. Yeah, develop contain those demons. Contain them. I know you're not medicated today, but hold on. Hold on.
I'm popping Tebello's demons.
Thank you. Back, thou demon. I rebuke thee.
Okay. Holding the demons at bay. Yeah. So we get a really cool fight scene. It was also kind of sad, but it was kind of cool that she manages to get him. Because she gets him with a special missile. But also, at the same time, lady, if you have that, opening move. Move.
And that missile, I believe, is called Just Die.
I'm just saying, for me, if I know I have a... I'm saying, if I have...
That missile's name is Just Effing Die.
That thing is like...
That Cyclops and Wolverine are the perfect duo. Because one blasts you from a distance. You don't have to come close to us. But should you come close, the claws are going to finish you off. But anyway.
Guys who misses X-Men Legends 2. That's my favorite game. I've been watching the reruns and the reposts of our X-Men 93 reviews. And I remember we were talking about that game. 97, I mean, sorry. And I was talking about that game, and it's making me feel all kinds of nostalgic. I want to have a retro game tournament somehow, somewhere. Better ideas, who knows?
Yeah, but anyway, what I was saying is that I was just like, my thing is what I hate. I mean, look, this one, it still makes more sense, but I was just like, the fact that you wanted to get this guy out of here, and you also know that you're in a vulnerable spot because he's moving and you're stationary. Because that missile also, it seemed to have like heat seeking or heat tracking.
It doesn't work.
I'm like, that's my opening move. That just fucking dive missile, that's my opening move.
And it went through that glass like nothing, that alien glass. So,
and the glass repaired itself.
Yeah. So it means it will work. No matter whatever you've got, it's going through. Yeah, again.
Yeah, so just use that one. I don't know why you want to open with these lasers that are missing.
Hey.
But anyway.
It was to give the bad guys
a false sense of safety. It needs to be at a certain distance, but I still don't see why you didn't start with that one.
Yeah. Anyway, he gets in, he floats. This is also another thing. You know what, ne? you had access to that missile behind him. Just stick him with the missile. Why are you trying to stab him?
I think it's because she wanted him to.
And
she
also,
wanted
you
him to
snuck
feel
up
the
on
pain
him.
and stuff.
Why are you doing little stabby stabs? Why didn't you literally had the back of his neck? Why didn't you just start at the back of his
Yeah,
neck?
or open his throat or something.
Or go straight for his head. It's like,
Yeah.
fucking Mondwen.
It's
She
the
watched
whole.
Guardians
why-
of the Galaxy and liked Drax. It's like, I'm doing exactly what this
Yeah,
nigga.
why did you stab him in like the eye and you see that it was not working?
Yeah,
I would have.
And especially with such
Or like, don't you have any guns on the
Oh.
ship? I'm like, don't you have any like handguns on the ship or something?
Remember, I said like there was no weaponry, no security, nothing.
Yeah, so just
Yeah.
her cockroaches. I was thinking those cockroaches would have been like her personal dread army or something, like defend them, primary defense.
Like, in a ways, I reject thingies.
Yeah, or something. Come on.
Yeah,
This is
and then
that-
I'm saying, and then the animal also helps her out. The animal helps her beat this guy, which is why the ending pisses me off. So anyway, they beat this man and they melt his face or whatever with the thing, and then it opens the airlock, and then they have to go. And I mean, I know maybe I'm nitpicking too much, but I'm just like, you can't tell me you've never had breaches before. Shouldn't you have like a backup plan just in case?
There was no power.
That's what I'm saying, but this is what I've been saying. This woman.
Oh, wait, no. You said there's no power because he blew up the reactor.
Yes.
But still, shouldn't you have accounted for that?
No,
You're being chased by these guys. You are hiding from these guys. You don't want to tell me you don't have backup. You don't have Bigani. You don't have plans. You don't have escape pods.
She was suicidal.
Hey guys,
She wanted to go out in the blaze of glory because that's the
you
only
can't be
logic.
suicidal if you want revenge. I say Benz.
She got her revenge in the end.
Yeah, but
No, but remember, she's and also the thing is also like she also says there's people out there. I have unfinished business. It was just like,
and also
I get that you lost a lot. I totally think,
it wasn't just that guy. It was the Sharp Council as well. Not just that
the Shaper Council was still out there. The Shaper Council can still do what they're gonna do. So I was just like, yeah, I feel like you should have still wanted to stick around. I don't know. But anyway, here's my bigger problem, right? So yeah, she gets her revenge, and then she's like, "Oh, you were helping me. You taught me how to live again. Yada yada yada." And then he's like, and then the thing tries to say, "Can I eat you?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" She's like,
Did
"Well,
it say
you
it?
finished all the." No, because it bites her finger.
Oh, okay.
And then it's just like, what's this? Yeah, there's nothing here, so I guess it's fine for you to eat me. And then it turns into a demon, and it gets hungry. And I was just like, what was the point of the bonding process?
That thing was never
Like,
I just bond with her.
Yeah.
That thing was set,
No, but I'm saying I think it hurt the thing for me because I was just like, the only thing I'm invested in here is this woman getting over her trauma. That animal is just like, it's a part of the plot. I don't care about this animal.
True
so
that.
if they flip this animal on me, I've already lost investment in this short. I'm like, I'm not there anymore. Like, you could have made it sad. Maybe if the guy tried to kill the animal and she dove in the way, I don't know, something. Like this.
Or if she was dying. If she was dying and there was nothing to do, and then it ate her, it would have made more sense.
Like, yeah, this making it extra depressing where she's in the airlock and she knows she's gonna run out of air and all of that stuff. And then also it's just like she really didn't get anything that she wanted. Not really. I mean, sure, she got to kill the guy, but like
the only thing that she got that she wanted was
times,
to silence the voices in her head. That's it.
Yeah, I'm just saying I left that kind of sour. I was just like,
so she was 09 Randy Orton. I hear voices.
I would go a step further, by the way, and say it was all part of that alien's plan. Not only did he give it a pad, I'm pretty sure it leaked the information about her location.
No, and also her. I'm just saying the way she was talking in the beginning, like how she's been doing business and all of that stuff. I would have felt like she would have, like, that's the other thing I'm saying. Like, taking her out of the equation the way that they did, it just killed the short for me. Because I was just like, I feel like she should have been like, these guys are setting me up because they want what I have and they can't give me what I want. So I feel like I should be ready for whatever because I'm going to get my revenge on these guys or whatever. And then I
Exactly,
think
for the whole
maybe,
that
and then I
piece.
think maybe this thing could have actually been like a Lilo and Stitch situation where this thing, it does teach her compassion and
Yeah.
it does help her let go of whatever she has. And then instead of trying to chase the revenge, she manages to run away from this guy, and maybe that's the end of the short. I don't
Well,
know. I
that
just
that's a lovely thing that you can put into things that you could have done if if you're in charge of writing.
yeah. Well, anyway, I did not like that ending. I just thought it killed the short because
Uh,
also like does this is this thing gonna now eat the fish face people?
no, it's
Because he's also like, oh, it's so cute.
fish face people.
I don't think
Hey, I stayed away from
it
the
belongs there.
obvious.
Yo, we are skating around the actual name.
Mm-mm.
We are like this close to being an after milk podcast. We're like this close.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, yeah, I was just like, yeah, that kind of I was just like, all right, okay. That's why I was like, okay, did it have to have love because she loved the thing? She had to die and she was a robot. So I was like, is this the theme of love, death, and robots? Because if this is the
No,
theme, I was like, I know
no,
I'm in for a bad time.
Also, you've
But
never watched
anyway.
the other episodes.
No, not really. This is my first time actually watching anything love, death, and robots.
oh no,
Oh, yeah, I
that
think
but
I've watched like 2 or 3 episodes, but
that different ones. They're all very differently. Some are shocking, some are
Okay.
humorous,
It's
some
kind of
are
like Supercell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check out the rest of it because I probably when I'm needing a break from drawing or something or I need to just watch something, I'll probably try and check out the rest of it. But
yeah.
man, the
yeah, this
episodes aren't
one,
too long, so
yeah, this one, yeah. I mean, like that's what I'm saying. I think after they killed the woman, I was just like, ah, pff. Like it was like, oh, this is about to be an 8 out of 10, and then it like drops to a 7. So
Oh,
mm.
just a 7. How kind of you.
Very kind.
no, her PTSD was compelling. Her as a person and a character, she was compelling. And like when you see her drug herself and when you see her lose it and whatever, and the voice actress delivery and all of this, I felt her loneliness. I really think they
Yeah.
communicated that well. That's
Yeah.
why when she was coming out of her shell, I was like, oh, I like this. And then they killed her, and I was like, ah.
Bastard. Yeah, also like as much as you want to say she's depressed, she's PTSD, but she's got all of that with a mission.
Mm.
If you've got a mission, no matter how PTSD you are, you have a few precautions. And so her not having security, not having backup plans, escape pods, things like that, it really did annoy me
She
because
should have
like
been more paranoid, actually. Zuko's
Yeah.
right.
yeah,
If you had
because she's
PTSD, chances are you'd be
No,
more.
yeah, like I mean, just and the fact that you like she had the goal of taking out a planet. I feel like she wouldn't have just let that go.
Yes.
I guess. Yeah.
exactly. And
Like
then just because, oh, you made me feel again. Oh, now I can listen to Babyface and not cry and not. So now I'm gonna let you eat me. I have tech.
nah, I think that's what takes it away from me. But this is still early on. I'm not gonna say we found my favorite episode or anything like that. So my score, I think for me it's still about the same as the first one.
Yeah, same.
6 and a half.
6.5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
6.5.
this was an 8 and then it went to a 7.
Became Soul Eater.
Yeah.
Ish. Can
Yeah,
they
no, I
re
had a
can they
strong.
can they redo the last 10 episodes of Soul Eater, please? Because I
Bruh, I would say the last episode.
I need to finish Soul Eater because
no,
I
you
need
know
to
why I
see
say
what
the
you guys
last
are
10,
talking
Cam,
about.
because they need to add a couple of things in order to get to the last episode.
Oh, I get you.
I
Yeah.
need to watch Soul Eater
I'll check it out.
and
To
see
be
what you guys are
honest,
talking
I
about.
really wanted us to review that anime. For me, it's one of the best anime I've
It's
ever watched.
Soul Eater, think of it this, you're gonna be like, oh my god, this shit is so hype, this shit is so dope. And
And
then the last
then
episode comes and then you're just like, what the fuck is the oh.
No, okay, quick question though, since we're talking about it, and yeah, then we'll wrap up after this. What's worse? When it's good and then it's bad at the end, or when it's like bad and then it has like an ending where you're like, oh, you could have been good.
Nah, I'd rather watch good than bad. Because bad, I'm gonna struggle to finish it.
Yeah.
I'll answer a question with another question. Which anime? The Hashira training arc is considered one of the worst seasons of of Demon Slayer. Yet it still somehow won best animation because of that last damn episode.
Hey, that last
No,
episode was
but
fine.
no, but with the Hashira training arc is because we already had something great before.
Okay.
It's
But
not
I
like
also
Demon Slayer was
enjoyed.
horrible from the beginning.
Okay,
I
fair point
enjoyed the
there.
Hashira training arc because it was a training arc. It literally it was what it was. It was a training arc. I don't know what people were
I
expecting.
think the thing is, I mean, it depends on the anime, but I think like people are just like, it's one of those tropes where it's like, oh my god, we have to go through them learning the breathing sun rock thing. Ah, okay. Like I
But
think,
also
but
remember the
yeah,
reason he specifically has to go through that because because he's trying to figure a way to activate his sun breathing
mm,
without being in peril. He just needs to act. So him going through all those things, and they're also trying to strengthen the core.
It's
So
people
yeah.
it's people who haven't watched Finland Saga season 2 who are complaining about Demon Slayer training arc.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because
No, yeah, point being is that I'm just saying it's one of those things that it makes sense for the context of the story. I don't mind it. I love a good training arc. I love training arcs. I actually, hot take from me, I think training arcs are way better than when you do a time skip and then
Facts.
flash back to the training arc. I like to
Yeah.
see the development of the character. But anyway, yeah, I was just saying personally for me, yeah, I totally understand that where it's good, it's good, it's good, and then it's bad. Because at least you have some good, leading up to it. When it's missed potential, it's even that much more frustrating. Where it's like, oh, you could have, but you just decided not
Oh,
to.
okay. I'll
And
put
also
it.
the like Cam said, the missed potential when you won't even get to the part where you realize, oh, they missed the potential. You'll just be like, oh, this is whack, and you don't finish it.
Then also maybe to give you to that to give you guys the point. I mean, people to this day are still talking about Game of Thrones, no matter how fantastically it ended. We're still asking about that season.
It's also Bleach, same thing. The reason we like Bleach so much is because of Soul Society. We have to be honest.
Thank you. I wanted this man is after my heart. One seduce. He agrees with me. Thousand War Blood arc is crap. Thank you.
Yeah, I watched the first season. It just felt too fast. Maybe I'm too used to anime. Like it just felt too fast. There was like no
pacing was all over the place.
Hey,
Yeah, there was
look, I'm just saying it's you wanted solo leveling the Bleach edition. That's basically what it is. It's hype and aura
nah,
moments.
but like it works with solo leveling because that's what solo leveling started as. Solo leveling started that way, and then
Yeah.
yeah, but Bleach, there was like training arcs. There was like
Bankai's.
there was talk no there was depressed no jutsu talk, you know. There was
Training
like
arcs.
okay,
This is a strong word.
well,
It
I
was
mean, just because it was
tra-
just because it was half an episode doesn't mean it wasn't a training arc, okay?
okay. There was
One kind
training.
of weekend.
Yo,
We've been
Bankai in a
training
weekend, bro.
hundreds of years to get this Bankai. Ichigo, Bankai ka weekend.
Oh, but also by training arc, we shouldn't just limit it to them learning a move. It's also them learning, how to,
Fight,
how to
Did
use
Ichigo learn how to fight, or
Yatsu.
was he just bodying vice captain?
He's been bodying like Jay.
No, remember Ichigo could generally fight. Remember his father was always attacking him, surprise attacks and stuff.
Hitting him with the pressure points to unlock his
yeah,
gates.
Yeah.
and then him generally he
That
could
should
fight.
blackness.
He could fight, but like for a human, not maybe for a Shinigami. He could fight for a human, so he had fighting instincts. And then when they released his Shinigami powers, remember he was already captain level in terms of power. It was just he didn't have the control of it. That's why his Shekai was so huge. It was because he couldn't control his Reiatsu.
Yatsu.
Yeah, but I
And
know
that's
all the
also
captains were just like,
why
this is cheating.
that's also why he had so many hollows because he was just releasing this. So it was just calling them. They were just like, "Hey man, someone cook
Yeah,
fried beans."
Ishta mentioned it. It said it's like a tap that's running water. That's constantly running.
Yeah. Exactly.
No,
So
but
that's
I'm just saying, like, I get being captain level kind of sort of, but I'm just like, these people are supposed to be having hundreds of years of experience.
Yeah.
And in Soul Society, Ichigo dropped, and he didn't even use his sword on some of these people. Like the
oh,
vice captain to
the vice
the
captain,
lieutenant
bro.
to Genryusai, the one who gave Genryusai his scar. Ichigo gave him an elbow, and that man was down.
Look, but we all know
What armor?
the only reason more plot armor than Batman.
Yeah. He's half everything. He's half Saiyan, half Pirate King.
I was like, yo, if I was Genryusai, you're all fired. Like, how did this man who just picked up a sword yesterday?
Hey, bruh, like literally when you think about it, Ichigo was about what? From the time he met Rukia
Wasn't
to
it
when
17?
he
I
rescued
think it was
her,
17 or 15.
it's
One of the
probably
two.
like
15.
a month, dog.
15.
Yeah, it was
It's
15.
probably
I
like a
think.
month.
Let me tell you something. Look, the ridiculousness about this Bleach. There's a reason why I know he's 15 because his name is also an allegory of the name 15, and his room is 15.
Yeah, because Ichi is one. Right?
Ichigo 15,
Yeah.
and then it also means strawberry. It also so
Yes.
so that's why he's a redhead.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Well, anyway, that's Love, Death, and Robots. This is not a Bleach review. We did do a Bleach review. Go check it out.
Did we? Oh yeah, up
yes,
until
we
Soul
did.
Society. Up until Soul
Yeah.
Society. Up until Aizen. Up until
Yes,
Aizen.
up until Aizen. We have not
Mm.
finished it. No. We went past it. We went
Easy.
to. We did.
We didn't do full brain. We
did.
decided not to do it.
No, we did. We did do full brain.
Oh yeah, we did. We did. You're right.
With or without me?
You were there.
Was I possessed?
No.
Dirty boots.
Oh,
Oh
God.
God.
I love that character design. She's awesome. But anyway,
I think design-wise, all the characters look good, but
yeah, but
No,
story-wise,
story-wise,
Kubo's biggest strength is the character designs. He develops good characters. He also can create POC characters so well. They're not caricatures. I mean, Yorichi is a black woman. I don't care what you guys tell me. That's a black woman.
Okay, wait. We have to close the episode. Kai, this is not Bleach.
All right.
Please take us out.
okay.
Fine. Before the demons break free.
Wait, Cam, you never rated the episodes, any of them.
No, he rated the first one.
Yeah,
and you rated this one, didn't you?
Yeah,
I rated all of them.
Oh,
Say,
okay.
Mawana,
This
this is why people think he believes nobody ever listens to him because
Dude. For real. No, I feel like I genuinely feel like I'm Huey in the Boondocks, dog. Nobody listens to Huey, dog.
yeah, we are like
Oh,
yeah. Because I'm like,
Shut up,
I'm
Cam.
one of
Nobody
the,
wants to listen to that knowledge.
I'm like the few persons like I heard that. I got that reference. I'm the only one sitting there in the back like
You know
It's Captain America and
that episode
Avengers
of that episode of the R. Kelly episode when he's like, and take R. Kelly to a therapist, and then
let
we
him
come
date all the
like,
women.
you with the
Something.
afro, shut up. Ooh.
Yeah.
The only time they listen to this nigga is if he says something wrong. So what do you think about Obama being president? This nigga said Like, that's the only time you hear.
Hey, bro, my president
Too
is
much
black
hope is
and my Lambo is blue.
Too much hope is a good thing. Hey, what, Huey? It's like, oh, now you listen to me. But when I was telling you not to run around with Ed Once, now, okay, sharp.
How about
He tells a guy to form a union. Those niggas get fired. It's like, oh, that's the only time y'all hear me.
Oh, how about the other one where who remembers that song Dick Riding Obama? Anyway.
That's the ADHD.
What?
Thank you for lasting up until this point. We do hope that
Wow.
silence everyone. We do hope that you like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, we are closing this. We are closing this right now. Follow these people on the various social medias. They're awesome. Stand by for awesome announcements regarding the drop of this comic here, War Angels, and a potential ad with a sponsorship for the channel now. Who knows? Surprise, surprise. We might get some good news. Anyway, next week we'll be continuing with either this or the Geek Spot route, but we're gonna continue until the end because we are completionists. The only thing we have not yet completed is Code Geass, but we will get around to it. And with that, I finally can get to say it. I want to become more viral than herpes, and the only way to spread is to mouth. So please, guys, go talk about us, alright? We love you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
And you should let it burn.
Like you said. We love you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Azisha.
Yay.